Cardi B has some choice words for our government officials. Cardi B has been going real viral lately. She getting her Candace Owens on. Let's visit Cardi B and what she had to say about what's going on over in New York and her still endorsing Biden.
Angry bitch right now. I'm an angry ass bitch right now.
Cardi, Cardi B, stop with the language before we get started with the show. Good gosh almighty, that is not ladylike.
I'm an angry bitch. Y'all need to get in here because I'm about to go off right now. Right now. Yeah, I'm about to go off right now. Come on in. Hold up.
Cardi.
Oh, y'all outside because usually I be having like 30,000 people by now, but I have 24,000.
30,000 is
spread this
crazy.
fucking video. I need y'all to spread this video. And if something happens to me, it's because I'm speaking truth. So God forbid something happens to me or my family or some shit, is because niggas is after me because.
Hey, hold on. Let's be very, very, very clear here, okay? First and foremost, how come when everybody start having a red pill awakening moment that they start to think that everybody is against them? How come when everybody start to have their awakening moment and they start to get that aha, that they start to do it with a disclaimer? Now they starting to do it with a disclaimer. Hey, listen, I am not trying to harm myself. I am not suicidal. I do not feel any kind of way or whatever, so on and so forth. People always preface it by saying, why y'all think that somebody trying to come for y'all now that y'all starting to get y'all an awakening moment? No, now somebody want to do something to you. Now y'all want to be woke. Now y'all want to pay attention to what's going on. Now y'all think that somebody is against. How come nobody thought that they was against them when they start? Nobody is tripping when they advocate for the black community. Black power, Black Lives Matters. Republicans are against us. Endorse Biden. The system is against us. Nobody is worried about getting taken out, and they could say some of the. Listen, I'm about to play the video, but I just want to preface this by saying this. When you doing the things that's the worst for the community, nobody is scared. Have y'all noticed that? You could say the most egregious words against the very people that you lay next to. You could say kick, slit, cut, butt, tuck, rip, sell drugs to your community, poison it with fentanyl. I missed the 17.5. I got it for the same price as Dwayne Wade, Jay-Z. I'm snitching, tear everything up, rip up your community, dog your women, pour all of the drugs in the community, tear up your houses, shoot up everything, get out, get back in, get back out. I got the clout. You could say and do anything that you want to. None of those channels get removed. None of them get demonetized. Nobody has any problem with it. Everybody got on a free Ray shirt and ain't nobody saying nothing wrong. Nobody worried about going away. Ain't nobody worried about nobody doing nothing to them. Listen, you can do all of the most egregious stuff, come out, tell your story, get back rich again, and then sign a bunch of other people to your music label and then let them put out all of the stuff too. And nobody is worried. Nobody got nothing to say whatsoever. But the minute that you start talking about and criticizing the way that the budgets is going and whether or not we agree with the migrant crisis and the border walls and sanitation and you start becoming a concerned citizen, now you got to get a preface your conversation by saying, listen, I'm not suicidal. Nothing is ever going to happen to me. I don't feel no type of way. If something happened to me, y'all, they came for me. Nobody cares when your life is on the line every day. You shooting and ducking and dodging and dealing and wheeling and got chicks after you trying to line you up and ain't nobody tripping. But the minute you become a family man and you start being concerned about the city budgets and the government decisions of whether or not they want to go to war with Ukraine and fund Israel and the Taiwan semiconductor chip shortage, all of a sudden you get a little bit scared. Have y'all noticed that? Have y'all noticed that? Now they want to arrest you. You took out 20 of your homies. I don't know if y'all remember that the video where Cardi B was like, yeah, I used to get dudes set up because I had to eat. And so if they had money, you know what I'm saying, I would take them back to. She used to talk about openly getting dudes set up. Nobody cared. Now she's concerned. She's sitting in a house with a house robe on, a bonnet, and she has children. And now we want to talk about whether or not people is going to do something to us because we telling the truth. Just an observation. Just an observation. Let's continue. When you're more worried about doing something getting done to you or you going away when you're not even living a life no more, that's when you know it's a problem within society.
I'm speaking the truth. And here's the truth, right? In New York, there is a 120 million budget cut. There's a 120 million budget cut in New York.
Now, she's a little off on her numbers because 120 million is only per one department. There's a 5% budget cut across the board. So I think it's like 30-something million in sanitation, 120-something million in education. No, $1 billion in education, 120-something million in police force. So it's literally billions that's being cut. When you talk about, I think they got like $160 million budget or something like that. Let me look it up again. New York City, the mayor manages like $160 million budget. New York City budget. Say $107 billion. When you in hundreds of millions of dollars, a 5% cut across the board means that you're cutting billions, not millions, billions. So they may attach it to a specific agency and say, well, this agency budget was this, and so the cut to that agency at 5% is going to be 30 million. Her numbers are a little bit off, but her message is not. All right, so I just want to preface this by saying that.
That is going to affect schools, public libraries, and the police department. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about the cops, but like it is what it is. There's going to be an $120 million budget cut.
Don't shoot the messenger. Just listen to the message.
With schools, with the libraries, and the cops, and the police department. And a $5 million budget cut in sanitation. Of a budget cut in sanitation. Bitch,
5%, which is about $30 million, baby.
We're going to be drowning with rats. We're going to be drowning in fucking rats. So we are going to be having a budget cut on these shits. Mind you, and this is why I said, this is what I'm telling y'all, I'm not this year. Don't fucking ask me. I don't give a fuck the resume that they send. I don't give a fuck. I'm not endorsing no fucking presidents no more. Because how is there a $100 million budget cut in New York City for fucking schools, library, police safety, and sanitation? Yeah, Joe Biden's talking about, like, yeah, we could fund two wars. Motherfuckers talking about we don't got it, but we got it. Like, we're the greatest nation. No, the fuck we're not. We're going through some shit right now. Like, say it. We're really going through, we really are fucked right now. $120 million. Like, where these kids are gonna go? Like, I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I'm whatever the fuck. But like, what's gonna happen to my nieces? What's gonna happen to my nephews? What's gonna happen to my cousins, my aunts, my friends? That's living in the hood. Fuck the hood. Like, my shit. Like, I don't give a fuck if I live in Jersey, bitch. I'm from the Bronx. I don't want to see my shit affected. The Bronx, Brooklyn, it's going to affect the whole New York. 120 million budget cut on schools, libraries, police department, and sanitation. Bitch, New York is already fucking super dirty. Like, yo, you know what's embarrassing? Like, it's like, you know, like, I know people.
She's not wrong. I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, yeah, okay. So she said really need to throw some more adjectives in there, and that's cool. But she's not wrong. I remember when everybody was on Cardi's side when Cardi was going back and forth with Candace Owens. Y'all got short memories. Listen, don't criticize the messenger. Pay attention also to the message. Remember when everybody was on Cardi's side when Candace Owens was going back and forth with her when she endorsed Joe Biden in order to become president of the United States. That means that Candace was right. The very person that y'all were against, now they're starting to switch over to the same talking points. May not be able to articulate it the same way. We're switching over to the same talking points that Candace Owens had. But you know what's wrong? Nobody's ever going to admit that Candace was right when she was going back and forth with Cardi B, when Cardi B then endorsed Joe Biden to become president of the United States in the first place. See, I say, y'all need to own it. Y'all need to own it. Don't get mad at the very person that you voted in when they did the thing that they told you that they was going to do, and now you sitting here getting mad at them. Now you don't want to endorse them? Come on. Remember when y'all used your platform, y'all 100 million followers on multiple different platforms in order to get these people in office? Remember when y'all voted and y'all advocated for a second term of Eric Adams becoming the mayor, basically the president of New York, but the mayor of New York, and now Eric Adams made it a sanctuary city, said that he was going to stand on that they will remain a sanctuary city, and now they want to cut budgets as far as your kids being able to go to school while having more kids in the school, sanitation, even though y'all had a rat problem, police, even though y'all said that y'all wanted to advocate against the police and defund the police. Wait. You wanted to defund the police, they're defunding the police, just not the way that you thought that they was going to do it. You wanted to defund the police, now they defunding the police, and now you mad. You wanted to leave the borders open, they left the borders open, and now you mad. And I ain't talking about Cardi, I'm talking about people in general. You wanted to have open borders and then say everybody belongs, kumbaya, until it was at your doorstep, and now you feeling some type of way. You didn't know you was going to have to pay for it? You didn't know that they was going to allocate resources over to it? See, it was cool as long as it wasn't your money. As long as it was down there in Texas and Florida and Arizona, nobody tripped about it. Nobody tripped about it. Nobody had a problem until they said that, listen, we got to take a 5% budget cut because we need to start funding this thing with the monies that y'all are contributing into it in order to make sure that these things is taken care of. Nobody tripped. Nobody tripped. Everybody was rolling and rocking and getting it, and they was celebrating. Y'all was wearing Eat the Rich shirts, defund the police, Black Lives Matters. Well, fast forward to the end of 2023. Black Lives Matters was actually a fraud, or the biggest fraud organization that we've ever seen in our entire lives. Fuck Cesar Pena. I'm sorry. Sorry for the church. Sorry, church. I'm getting it together. God ain't done with me yet. Forget Cesar Pena. Forget Jay Morrison. Forget all of these other dudes that y'all saying is out here running whatever it is, who y'all wanted. Why ain't nobody go out there except for Candace Owens to expose Black Lives Matters? How come we don't have any of our people that is the hardest people that is paying attention to what's going on with all of these fraud and stuff over here, not paying attention to where all of the money is going and doing an investigation over there as far as in Chicago and seeing who the organizations that all of the money is being deployed to? How come ain't nobody talking about the hotel owners that's making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars with the agreement that they have with the migrants that stand inside of the hotel while they also funding Tent City? Then who's the people that's getting inside of these things? Am I the only C student that's paying attention to what's going on out here in society? Am I the only C student that's paying attention to what's going on out here in society? You got the Gulf pipelines busting, oil, 1.1 million already oil anticipated happening in the Gulf. You got migrants coming in. We funding 2 wars, budget cuts inside of New York. Chicago ain't got enough money. They running at a deficit while the Lions is beating up on the Chicago Bears. Never hear it, neither here nor there. Denver legalized marijuana and said that was going to plug in all of the budget holes. Meanwhile, they running at an even higher deficit. And they became a migrant city. People in Atlanta is running over to Houston. Houston is being overrun. They don't even have the infrastructure to be able to hold all of y'all while they got all of the diseases running rampant over there. Black community is in shambles. Kids is getting killed inside of Chicago. Women getting put inside of boxes over in Orlando, Florida. And y'all sitting here talking about Will Smith and Jada because she trying to sell a book.
from California. I know people from Atlanta. So we always be like, yeah, New York is the greatest place in the world. Yeah, they be like, New York is dirty. And it is dirty. And we're going to get even dirtier with the fucking budget cut. And yeah, we talking about we could fund 2 wars. That's like a nigga trying to front like, yeah, I got the money to support 2 bitches, but you really don't.
Oh, hey, that's where the talent stood out. She got the metaphors. And that metaphor hit, though. Listen, y'all can say what y'all want about Cardi, but she pulled that metaphor out of her behind. She said, yo, talking about we can fund 2 wars while we having problems over here in America is like talking about you can take care of 2 hoes at the same time. You can't. you can't. You can't support them hoes lifestyle. Yo. We got to rewind that one. Hold on. Cardi hit us with a metaphor. I might have to throw that one on as a soundbite.
With the fucking budget cut. And yeah, we talking about we could fund 2 wars. That's like a nigga trying to front like, yeah, I got the money to support 2 bitches, but you really don't.
Yo, she said that you can't have 2 women at the same time. You got to take care of home first. Yo, that is the perfect analogy for what's happening with these wars. Seriously, that is the perfect analogy. We had a budget deficit. The government can't come to a conclusion in order to fully fund things that's going on here. Social Security is completely out of whack and you paying for something in the Ponzi. Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. We are paying for something that we not even guaranteed to have the money for when we get old enough to retire. We can't depend on social. We paying now for you being retired at 70 years old. And then we hoping that we going to have something for it. And so they continue to raise the age of retirement, hoping that we die off before we can get any Social Security benefits. Yo, that is a fact. We don't even take care of home, but we talking about how we can fund 2 hoes at the same time. She own it. She's right. She's 100% right. Don't shoot the messenger. Pay attention to the message. She said that's like a dude talking about how he can take care of 2 women at the same time and you can't. You ain't got it. You ain't even built like that. You can't even handle the house that you got already. I'm just telling you the truth. She's 100% right. She's 100% right. Social Security is a Ponzi scheme.
Y'all talk about y'all don't make negotiation with the odds. Well, y'all need to sit the fuck down with these people and find agreement. No, we cannot fund these fucking wars. We can't. Keep it a bean. We can't. Like y'all
right.
doing budget cuts on the biggest city in the United States. Somebody said Cardi look behind.
Nah, cook queen.
Stop playing with me. This shit is getting out of hand. We're really going. They don't want to say the word, but we're going through a recession right now. We really, really, really fucking are.
Is she right?
Major Eric said it.
It's not Major Cardi, Mayor, not Major Eric's. Mayor Eric Adams. Listen, I love it what she's saying right now. I am the last 2 times that Cardi B has done a live stream in which it went viral, I have been the biggest advocate and supporter of what she's been saying because right is right regardless of, listen, you may not like her nails, you may not like her bonnet, you may not like her house coat or anything like that. But when people are right, they're right. You got to be objective enough to remove how you feel about one thing to have a conversation about whether or not they're accurate on another thing, right? And when she's right, she's right. She's right. We can't fund 2 wars in the same way that your homeboy can't handle 2 hoes at the same time talking about I'm funding their lifestyle. Keep on sending them on Spirit. Bro, $54 flights here to there, that's not going to keep working. That's not going to keep working. She's on it. She's right.
A budget cut going on in New York. And little by little, it's going to go in your states.
She right.
Okay?
I feel like she's watching the Millionaire Morning Show.
This is fucking crazy. And then, you know what? I told myself this week, like, yo, the internet right now is too dark because celebrity drama, of course, we love it. We infuse with it. We watch it. But it's like, yo, that's little of what's really going on in the world right now.
She's right. I mean, she's 100% right. I don't think it's anything here more to see right now. She's right. You can feel how you feel about her. You cannot necessarily like her music. I don't listen to her music. Her music is not necessarily for me. But when she's wrong, and you got to be objective enough to criticize the message that's being communicated, they're wrong. And when they're right, they're right. And for Cardi B and a C student like Anton from AntonDaniels.com, start having a conversation talking specifically about how we cannot afford to continue to do the things that we've been doing. And she's right. And then you know that we really have some incompetence inside of our federal government. The other side of it is, though, I think that y'all getting exactly what y'all deserved. If y'all voted for this, if this is the thing that you wanted, then this is the thing that you get, and you shouldn't complain as a result of getting it. Shout out to Cardi B.